What does a red heat warning mean for you? Is it too hot for school? Will trains and public transport be okay? What can hospitals and care homes do? Well, I've been getting you some answers. It's a very hot week for lots of you, especially across parts of England and Wales, as our weather presenter Simon King explains.
Temperatures are expected to rise significantly in the coming days, with up to 39 degrees Celsius over 100 Fahrenheit expected on Wednesday and Thursday. The humidity will also rise, making this heat wave particularly uncomfortable for many of us. We're also going to see some very warm, potentially record-breaking nights, making it difficult for sleeping. This means the heat is likely to cause impacts to health, but also infrastructure such as power supplies and the transport network.
Thank you very much, Simon. Well, let's look at some of those impacts with the next of our experts that I've roped in to help us, our business correspondent, Emma Simpson. Big question, when is it too hot to go to work or school?
Really good question. So here in the UK, there is no legal maximum working temperature. Now the unions want one. The TUC reckons it should be set at 30 degrees Celsius for indoors, a bit less if the work is strenuous. But saying that, under health and safety legislation, employers are obliged to provide a comfortable temperature and good ventilation. So the advice is that what employers should be doing is maybe introducing fans, air conditioning where possible, keeping the windows open and allowing workers to possibly work a bit more flexibly.
All right, Emma, thank you very much. If you are wondering about your school, well, we have already had announcements from some that they're closing or changing their hours. Vanessa Clark is our education correspondent.
Yeah, we've already heard that some schools in the west of England are actually going to be closing early over the next few days. Now, it's very rare and unusual for schools to close during heat waves. You know, the government really wants to see pupils attending. But in cases like this, they can adjust their hours, so they might start early or they might finish early, and it's all at the discretion of the head teachers. So head teachers today will be going around, they'll be checking temperatures, they'll be doing risk assessments, and then be making sure that students are as comfortable as possible, because there's no maximum temperature for a classroom, but the teaching unions say that it shouldn't really go above 26 degrees. So if a decision like that is made, they'll have to get the governors on board, they'll have to get the academy trust, so it's a big decision with a lot of considerations.
Let's look at your travels now, because the Met Office generally advises against it where possible. Theo Leggett's our transport correspondent. The heat's not good for the roads.
No, who'd want to be driving on a day like today? Several things can happen. Obviously, the road surface itself can melt, but it can also soften, which makes it bad for heavy traffic because that can create ruts. So councils might decide to divert traffic. Some even get the gritters out to make the road surface a bit more stable when it starts to melt. And then cars, they can overheat, tyres can blow if they haven't been kept at the correct pressures, and drivers can be affected as well. We can get angry. There have been studies that have proved that. And of course, people rush to the coasts, which can create traffic jams. So all told, not great on the roads when it gets hot.
And it can also be a bit tricky on the trains, delays, cancellations. We've already seen some.
Yeah, people are confused about why this happens, but remember, rails are made of metal. Metal expands in the heat, and it can heat up very rapidly as well. So rails can buckle, points can get stuck, all of that can cause delays. Signalling systems can also be vulnerable to heat, so that can create delays as well.
Well, finally then, the extreme temperatures mean a red heat health alert is also in place for many of you, and health and social care services can be severely impacted. So last but not least, our health correspondent Sophie Hutchinson is here. What are some of the effects from a health perspective?
Well, the UK Health Security Agency has issued this red alert across hospitals and care homes, just saying that all patients need monitoring. You need to make sure that they are not overheating, but those most at risk have to have blood pressure, heart rates, breathing rates, hydration checked at regular intervals. There need to be thermostats to check what temperature the rooms are, and there has to be an area that people, if they are overheating, can go to where the temperature is a maximum of 26 degrees. But this alert that we've had about this heat wave coming also means that healthy people, so visitors in hospitals and staff who work in care homes, for example, are also at risk. So the UK Health Security Agency is saying they must make sure that they carry water on them, that they keep hydrated, and that they are aware if they are beginning to feel unwell.
Okay, well, Sophie, thank you very much. So keep yourselves safe, and remember the BBC News website will have any updates that you need.